So today we're doing a little bit of a renovation slash like upgrade, I guess you could call it, to the kitchen in our RV. We just kind of want to make it a little bit more our own, add a little something to it. We do have a list of some things we want to renovate in our RV, so we might have some more in the future, some more projects. But today we're going to work on our kitchen. The main thing we're going to do is we got these sticky tiles, like a backsplash, off of Amazon, and I can link it in the description below, these tiles that we got, if they work. We'll see. They look nice. They came exactly how I wanted them. Got 3 packs of them here, so we measured out and we should have enough to fill this space here back behind the sink and the stove. We also have a couple extra things we're gonna add to the kitchen too after we get the sticky tiles on. Follow us along here and let's get started. Okay, let's see if there's any directions. Okay, so step 1 is to clean the surface. Step 2 is to allow a sufficient time to dry. Position on the wall, cut the edge to fit the corner, peel and stick, and press firmly. It says it can be repositioned if it hasn't been pressed firmly yet to the wall. But once you press firmly, it'll be stuck permanently and cannot be reused. They like misspelled the word peel on these instructions. Like, do you think that's a problem?
How do you spell it?
P-E-L-L? Pell?
Sometimes you got pellet and stick.
Pell and stick. Here we go. Oh, I think we're going to stop like right at this corner and then obviously take it over to that corner. So we just need to take this outlet cover off. We're gonna get rid of this valance and put up a curtain rod, and we did that over on the other side of the camper because we absolutely hate these valances. They take up so much space and they like don't let a lot of light in, so we're gonna take this valance off and put just like a regular curtain rod up here. This is the only window in our camper that actually has like these normal blinds. The rest of them have these blinds, which we hate also. So we're working on getting these out of all of the windows slowly but surely.
Alright, 2 screws and it's out, guys. And it's, as you can see, it's pretty much the thickness of like a paint stirrer stick. And then we have these. I've never seen this. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, that was easy. We're debating whether to take the whole window out and then put it back up after the tiles are on, or if we're gonna cut the tiles to fit.
Not the whole window out, but maybe
just the window frame.
The back side of it, maybe.
Yeah, I think that would look better as a finished product.
Yeah, we can get it tighter. As long as the window doesn't fall out, I think this will make for a little bit easier installation. You don't have to be so neat and clean with your lines because you got about a 1/2 inch lip to play with. And I think it was a good idea.
Yay!
I'm not going to take this off.
No.
Because the thickness of the towel is going to push this forward, and the screws won't line up, and it's not enough to get a nice new hole drilled. So.
Yeah, we'll just cut around that.
Yeah, that should be pretty simple, squared up. So now we need to clean the surface. If I had my choice, I would probably use like an alcohol wipe or something like that. That way it evaporates quick and gets all the grease off. But I'm not sure what we have in the camper, so we'll have to find the best thing for it.
Okay, walls are dry and we're setting up to get started here. What do we need?
Depending on the material, either a very sharp pair of scissors, a razor knife, X-Acto knife, and a square, and also a pencil.
Okay, so on the first piece we cut off these little edges just so it would fit on a straight edge up against the wall, but save these little pieces that you cut out because you're going to need them to fill in other spaces later.
Or if you make a little mistake.
Yeah, or if you make a mistake, you can fill them in.
I'm sure it wouldn't be too noticeable if you had to cut a little square in.
So now we have a nice straight edge to put up against the wall in the corner.
Alright, first piece down. And the method we're going to do is we're going to go along the bottom and work our way to the top. And hopefully it all turns out. If not,
we don't have a plan B.
we'll buy a new camper.
So we still cut around the window, but it doesn't have to be as exact.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect because there's a little room for error. Here's where it all goes south, guys.
When I put this one piece on. And then we'll just make a cut here.
Yeah, I'll trim it down.
This is really easy. I think this is easy to work with. Okay, so definitely order an extra pack just because you're going to be making little cuts and some things are uneven, so you probably are going to want like some extra pieces to work with here. So we just had to, this wasn't lining up very good for us right here. There was a gap right here, so we literally just cut that sliver
Of the grout out.
of the grout out of another piece to fill it in because there was a gap right here. So I don't know if it's I think maybe some of the pieces are uneven, or maybe it's just like our camper walls are just a little uneven or something. Update. We've been at it for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. We're not even done this wall yet. But I think this was our problem wall because this had the most like little cutouts that we had to do and fit stuff in. I just took over and did like some detail work because he was getting a little frustrated. We had to switch on and off. So we're almost done this wall with the window, and then this wall should be much easier. All we have to get around for this wall is like the little electrical outlet, which is nothing. So far so good, but yeah, definitely was a good choice to order an extra pack just to make like little cuts just in case. We still have 2 full packs left, so we should have plenty, but we're definitely like with this cabinet, we had to make some really detailed cuts around it. I'll show you. So those cuts were kind of a pain, but so far everything's working out. The only thing we can see with these is like a couple of them have like little bubbles, and I don't even know if you can see it really on the camera. It's really not noticeable unless you're like really looking at it. But a couple of them have like some bubbly looking things in them, but we're thinking it might just be because of the heat, or like it might just need to settle and then that'll like straighten out. It's not all of them. It's only like a couple that we've noticed it with, but you really, like, if you're just staring at it from afar, like you can't tell anything. And so far we really like it. I think I like the white look. It brightens it up a lot in the kitchen. So I'm gonna try to finish it up here. Trimming a little bit off around the electrical outlet so we can fit the cover back on it.
Oh, I'm just taking a knife along the edge of the window cutout on the side of the camper, trying to get it somewhere close.
Just cleaning up the edges.
Yeah, that way, because the frame still has to fit inside. You don't want like a whole lot hanging down, but you can get away with a little bit.
All right, we're marking this edge where we want to stop, and I think what we're gonna do is, for the edge so it looks a little clean, is put a line of tiles going vertically to end the row. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do, and if it doesn't work out, then we're gonna rip it off and try it again.
Now listen guys, your first instinct if you're gonna try to do this, what might be not to measure both ends and just hold a level up. Well, if I was to hold this level up with this edge to try to get me a line, you're gonna run out of level. If you're gonna use a level to do any of this, you're gonna have to level the camper 100%. So just keep that in mind before you bust out a level. Otherwise, you're not gonna be in line with the camper itself.
Right.
We just threw the insert back in around the window. We cut it maybe an 1/8 inch overlap. It's fairly tight, but this is aluminum and this is just sticky tile, so it will, you just finagle a little bit. We're about to throw the screws back in and everything should be right back to where it was.
All right, guys, that was the final piece of tile. It's done.
4 hours later.
That was a little more tedious in some places than we thought it might be, but it's done. I do like how this turned out on the side, how we decided to do the vertical to end it here on the edge.
There's a couple imperfections, but
yes, there's definitely like some places. Our cabinets were like not level or even at the top, so you can see this gap like here. But what we're gonna do is once the weather cools down a little bit, because we're right in the middle of the summer right now, so it's hot and the camper is sitting in the heat when we're not using it. So yeah, you see me sweating. So what we're gonna do is wait until the weather cools down a little bit, and we're gonna put just like a bead of caulk to finish out all of the imperfect edges, and that way it'll look a little bit more put together. So we're gonna clean up our mess here, and then we have a few other little special details that we're gonna add to the kitchen today before we're done, so stay tuned. All right, so we got everything all cleaned up, and I have a couple things that I picked up at the store that I wanted to install, I guess. So the first thing is this paper towel holder. We've never had like a formal paper towel holder in the camper. The paper towels just end up like taking up counter space, and I didn't want one of the paper towel holders that sit on the counter for the same reason. So I did pick up this one that can install either like underneath of a cabinet or on a wall. And I think we're gonna put it on the wall somewhere around here. So I ordered these spice racks off of Amazon. I've just been throwing spices like in little baskets or these drawers. And we need a formal spot for them. I'm still debating on where to put these. I wanted to put them behind the stove. I could put them up here. I think I want them behind the stove because I might eventually get like a hanging fruit basket to go right here.
You can't do it, not in a... The old swinging fruit happening while you're riding down the road. Your nanners and apples gonna be flying everywhere.
It's for decoration.
Well,
All right, we've decided on behind the stove. All right, and last but not least, we're gonna hang some curtains because we hated those ugly valances that were up there. So we picked up this curtain rod at Walmart. It was a super cheap 28-inch by 48 to 48 inch decorative curtain rod. And I also got a little pack of curtains that we're gonna try up there. Ready? All right, so I picked up these curtains. I don't know if I'm going to use the Valance or the two little panels that are down here, but we're going to take it out and see what fits best up here once we get the rod up. I think it's going to look good with just the Valance. Babe. Oh, my finger. My finger's stuck. Babe. I like it. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed our little renovation project that we did to our camper today. Like I said in the beginning, we have a couple more things on our list that we'd like to do to our camper and some fall camping trips planned, so stay tuned. And if you like these kind of videos, let us know in the comments because we can keep filming all the little projects that we do inside the camper.
Yeah, these are cheap, simple things that everybody can do, and it kind of just makes it your own and changes things just a little bit.
Yeah, I'll link everything that we used in the description box. I just ordered the tiles off of Amazon. They came overnight. And just the other little things that we added, I got from like Walmart and Target. So I'll try to link everything I can down below. And thank you again for watching. Thank you for all your support. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And we will catch you in the next one.
See you guys.